Jr. second, Jeff Swindell third, Bobby Fletcher fourth, and then Jack Howdenshield. Howdenshield slips by Fletcher in the fourth spot. Ronnie Clayton Jr. on the move. He gets into fifth. Gobrecht out in front. Jeff Swindell second. Bill Case Jr. and Jack Howdenshield race for third. Connie Kreitz Jr. in fifth spot. We're halfway, four down. The race for third continues. Howdenshield and Bill Case Jr. Jack Howdenshield takes the third spot through the turns. Now Donnie Kreitz bears down on the 15. Go for your race leader. Kevin Gobrecht out in front. Second, Jeff Swindell. Third, Jack Howdenshield. Fourth, Donnie Kreitz Jr. Bill Case Jr. in fifth. White flag waves last time around. Checkered flag out. Your winner, Kevin Gobrecht. Three-car race for the final qualifying spot. It'll go to the 15 of Bill Case Jr. With an official time of 1 minute 55.12 seconds, your winner of heat number 3, the 92 of Kevin Gobrecht.
Well, our track's down. You'll look the over. Kevin Gobrecht is your leader. Kevin Ellen arrives in second. Jess Wendell is third. And Brad Mann in car number 19 fills out the final transfer spot in fourth.
about this? A new ride, new hope, victory out within a couple of weeks after getting in the car.
I tell you what, it ain't doesn't get any better than this. I'm still lost for words. John gave me a heck of a ride, and the crew really stood behind me. And I know Jeff faltered there in the end, but we were close enough to be in striking distance. And my God, this is great.
What did you think when you saw him slowing down the way he was?
I didn't know if it was right or not, and I see him slow, and I thought, I hope that thing doesn't pick back up because I only got one shot at it, and luckily it worked out our way.
Some tough passes there early in the race. You and Sammy had a battle, but you was able to get back by him.
Yeah, Sammy was pretty good there. He had a couple runs on me when I messed up, and I'm just glad we got back at him. He hit the curve pretty hard when he did that slide job, and luckily that gave me a little bit of breathing room, and the lap cars got a little tough, but we held on for it.
In and out of the world of outlaws and different cars and everything your own, and the Jack Eldon car, now the Zemco car. You're in the 12 car. I mean, a win with any of them is great.
Oh, yeah, this is probably the best opportunity I had. They all had good equipment, but, we never had time to gel with the other mechanics, and then me and the other mechanic disagreed last year. This deal here, they put the car together for me, and I kind of get to running at the track, and there's a lot of good people behind me to give me support, and this is the best ride I ever had, and hopefully it continues.
Kevin, you've been out here before on the tour, but how does it feel to be back now that it's probably a full-time ride?
It feels a lot better. Before I was a little inexperienced when I got out here. Now I feel I've matured a lot more running back in Pennsylvania and feel real confident with the AMCO crew behind me with the experience of Kenny Woodruff. I think I'll be a lot better this time around, and knowing that I'm the primary driver and got a full ride, that I'm not just filling in, makes it feel a lot better.
Giving up as good a ride as you had in Pennsylvania to come out here, had 8 wins this season so far. How's it feel having to give something that good up?
It was a little bit tough decision to leave those guys. It was a great crew, great team and equipment. But I know where I want to be is out here on the road in the world of outlaws, and you don't have too many opportunities to run for a team of this caliber. And I'm just happy the Amoco guys called me, and I got Kenny behind me, and it's a tough decision, but I think I made the right one.
Coming out the first night and getting a heat race win and then a dash win and running up front, I guess that has to make you feel pretty confident already.
Oh yeah, we struggled a little bit there qualifying. It's a new track. I'm inexperienced a lot of these ones coming up, but we turned it around real quick in the heat. Had good starting positions and everything, which made it a little bit easier. But we stayed up front, showed some speed, made a little bit of mistakes in the feature, fell back, but to come back and run fourth was a pretty good start for the team.
Coming to so many different tracks that you're going to be seeing now for the very first time, you taking any hints from anybody? You asking any questions?
I asked a few last night, but some guys help you out so much, but then they get a little tight-lipped because this is their profession, and they'll make sure I'm not getting in trouble. But I just got to really listen to my guys and take Kenny's experience and go from there, because he's the one that counts and make this thing work.
When you got the call from Dave or Hilton or whoever you got the call from about taking the ride, what were you thinking?
Well, as we're all kind of hearing rumors that something like that might happen, but I wasn't contacted, so I just took them as just rumors started and everything. But when Dave called me and Kenny both called me, I started feeling pretty excited and was just, still waiting to do the job at home. But, it was a really exciting move for me, and I'm really glad they called.
What's it going to feel like now when you go back to Pennsylvania in a full-time World of Outlaw ride?
I just got to feel a lot better, but I know they're tough at home, and, these guys are tough everywhere we go. So I'm going to be pretty confident, but I know we got a job to do back there, and, I'm going to feel good, but I know it's going to be tough.
Having a crew chief like Kenny to work with, how's that feel?
That feels pretty good, because, he's got the experience and everything. I know he's pretty intense about his racing. You just got to make sure you do your job, and he's got a lot of experience, and I just got to sit back and use his knowledge and learn from there, get my learning curve over a little bit quicker than what normally would be, but it feels real good.
Are you not the shortest guy on the tour now?
I tower over him. I show you, I tower. He's even got high. Look at this. See, look, I tower over his ass.
Not the shortest guy on the tour anymore.
Well, but we're both in the running for up here, too.
Watch them coming out of turn number 4. Watch them, watch them, watch them. Here they come. Green flag in the air. Out front to an early lead. It's Sammy Swindell in the channel lock number 1. James Chesson holds down that second position, but Kevin Gobrecht right there trying to take advantage of a good situation. It's Gobrecht down low, taking over that second position, working his way through 3 and 4. Being here 2 times before, knows his way around this historical big one half-mile track called Eldora. Sammy Swindell already catching up to back markers as he puts Kenny Jacobs in his back pocket. Sammy winning the King's Royal. Now he's trying to take the historical big one. Number 7 as he works his way around the track. Second position still the 93 of Kevin Gobrecht. the 1X of Randy Hannigan. Walker 1 lap down as Joey Saldana slow into turn number 1. Joey Saldana slowly creeping down the back straightaway. He'll have enough to get it to the infield though as he gets ready to make that hard left. Swindell putting Steve Kinzer a lap down already. Also the 88 of Whitney. Sammy can't shake the G-Man. G-Man still in that second position trying to work around slower traffic. He puts Whitney down. Now he's got the king, Steve Kinzer, in front of him as he goes into turn number 3. Kevin Gobrecht having some problems putting lap cars back as Sammy Swindell keeps pulling more and more away as he works his way around this famed half-mile track called Eldora. Next car to be put a lap down by your leader, it's Stevie Smith, the winner of last night's main event. Kevin Gobrecht finally getting around Kinzer. Now he's putting the hot down. Now Kevin Groves can put his mind on Sammy Swindell. Yellow flag down in turns 1 and 2. Look like Johnny Herrera in a 1BK. And the 47 of Darren Pittman. Eldora Pace Truck making ready to make that hard left turn in turn number 3. Sammy Swindell, Kevin Gobrecht. Out of turn number 4, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Gobrecht trying to make a move, can't quite get it done through 1 and 2. Right there, trying to make a move on Sammy Swindell, can't get it done. Whoa, car up against the wall in turn number 1. Jack Hodenshield bounces off, keeps the hammer down. Yellow flag coming out. Sammy puts the pedal down. Out of 4. We're on it. We're back to racing. Driver trying to make the move. Donnie Schatz in the 15. Schatz taking a run around Hurricane Hannigan. Can't get it done. big race right there for fourth and fifth. Look out, up high goes the car number 15 into the wall. Bounces back down, bringing out the yellow flag. Donnie Schatz losing it, going through 1 and 2. Watch them as they work their way through turn number 3. Looking at turn number 4. Samuel put it down. He's headed. Here they go. Lap number 20, halfway for the historical big one, number 7. Swindell now starting to stretch it out just a little bit over the G-Man. Starting to rumble. Gobrecht inching ever so slightly toward Sammy Swindell. Inch by inch, lap by lap. No longer is Swindell leaving him behind. Sammy almost up to slower traffic. Who's going to be... trying to get around slower cars. Here comes the G-Man. Just a few laps ago, working on that fourth position, now being lapped. Sammy Swindell slow down the back straightaway out of turn number 2. It's the G-Man taking over number 1 position. Sammy Swindell off the pace and off the track. Your new leader is Kevin Gobrecht in the Amoco 93. 5 laps to go. 5 to go. straightaway. Next lap, white flag coming out. White flag for Kevin Gobrecht in the Amoco 93. Frankie Kerr, flat left rear tire in turn number 2, bringing out the yellow flag. Frankie Kerr in turn number 2 with a flat left rear, coming to a stop, bringing out the yellow flag. Watch him come out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. Change of position as Hurricane Hannigan takes up 1 position into second. Checkered flag for your winner, the G-Man, Kevin Gobrecht, in the Amoco number 93. Your winner, race fans of the historical big one, number 7, Kevin Gobrecht, the G-Man, in the 93 Amoco US Print 93.
Kevin, congratulations. What a great win.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely a long night. I got to thank the fans for sticking it out and Eldora for, getting a track race so many times. And, everybody worked for what they got tonight, and I'm just glad we came out on top. Luck went our way. But that Amoco team, that's 3 in a row for them, and I'm just happy to be part of it.
You looked like you had a chance to get him before the first rain delay, and then you came back actually a little poetic justice. Something happened. Sammy lost a rear end. Talk about when you saw him and you passed him.
I thought it was going to be a good race there before the rain delay. I can't say I was definitely going to pass him, but, I would have been up there mixing it up with him. When I passed him, I actually was blocked by 2 or 3 cars, and I was actually looking to see if there was a yellow light because I didn't know he broke. I thought he was slowing down for a yellow or a red or something. Then we got by him, and I seen the green light was still on, and I just thought, I thought a little bit earlier while it was raining if, it's going to be follow leader, and then when I'll get by him probably is if he has, trouble, and he did, and I actually told myself, thank God, because that was going to be probably one of the few ways I was going to pass him after the rain delay.
First win since April at Sealands Grove, $100,000. What a way to celebrate and leading into the Amoco Knoxville Nationals.
Oh, definitely. History showed, you win this race, you definitely got momentum going into the Amoco Knoxville Nationals, and, we need all the help we can get. I think we made a change for the best last week and with the new cars, and hopefully we can just carry the momentum in and take that check next week, too.
And there's always Kevin Gobrecht in the Amoco car, number 93, and he's called the G-Man. And I asked him, I said, Kevin, how did you get a name like the G-Man? And he said, well, there's a pretty good reason, and he told me.
There was a reporter back home, Bob Corpenny, and I think he started using his column when he gave his microspin reports. Just started calling me the G-Man. I think he just stuck from there, and then we started using it on T-shirts. I know them guys back in Pennsylvania used the G as a lot of different things for my nickname, but I just like it to be the G-Man.
Kevin, tonight it's Terre Haute. Next week you get to go back home, but unfamiliar territory tonight. What are your first impressions of this racetrack?
Well, it's a big old fast racetrack. Got a little wet spots there on the inside, but it's like a couple of tracks we have at home, so we're used to the speed. I just hope I get a good jump here on Johnny and get out front.
How about your first few rides here in the 93 car? How are you getting along with Kenny Woodruff and Dave Blaney as the car owner?
Well, we knew it was going to be a learning curve, so we ain't quite up to speed just yet. We slipped during qualifying. That's why we're on the front row here. We're making progress, though. The Amoco team's working real hard for me, and we'll get up there eventually.
Steve, they call this guy the G-Man, and believe me, he stands on the methanol.
The G-Man, Kevin Gobrecht, turned a lot of laps around Williams Grove Speedway, and he became a hero to a lot of these youngsters in the infield. Well, we had a chance to talk to some of our outlaw drivers, including Kevin Gobrecht, about who their heroes are.
Well, if I had to pick anybody, probably an Ayrton Senna. Just, the way he was just so focused on racing and strive to be the best. He didn't let anything get in his way. That's kind of what I grew up with, is racing, just trying to be the best I can and just focus on it. And I kind of learned a lot the way he approached the sports, what I tried to do.
You've got bigger things on your mind. It's the Amoco Knoxville Nationals this week. It's your sponsors race, and you're off to a great start. You're 7th overall in points and looking forward to the A Scramble. It's been a great week for you. How you feeling?
Oh, we're feeling pretty good going into this race. Winning that historical big one really helped the whole team out and helped me out personally. Hopefully we can take this 6-figure race home too. But we just hope to get a good run tonight. We'll try a new motor and try another setup and see if we can get better.
Gain some more points, move up. Best of luck.
Newcomer Kevin Gobrecht stunned everyone by taking the victory. It was the third consecutive big one for a car rich by Kenny Woodruff. The only question remaining, who will turn the trick tonight and pad their pocket here at Knoxville?
Well, based on the bank deposit slips already put in, Kevin Gobrecht leads, but let's face it, Kevin, that money's spent. How do you like your chances at another 100G tonight?
Well, it's definitely going to be tough, but starting, third is probably the best chance I'm going to have. I'm liking our chance. We got a lot of momentum coming in. We got a lot of tough guys around us, but we ran pretty good last night. Make a few changes, and hopefully we'll take this one and make a deposit at the end of this weekend.
We certainly wish you the best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
The number 92 car, the Gobrecht family car, the Hartlaub & Sons used auto parts machine. In 1995, he won one feature event at the Lincoln Speedway and was impressive enough to be named the National Sprint Car Polls Rookie of the Year. In 1996, driving this car, he won the prestigious Williams Grove Speedway opener in March, came back to win again in May. He also won an all-star race at Ohio's Attica Raceway Park in September of 1996, again driving the family-owned number 92. And that's the car we have rolling slowly up the front stretch now, and we hope this will kind of revive your memories, because it was in this car that he came to be known as the G-Man. And driving the number 92 right now is Kevin's brother, Brian Gobrecht. In July of 1996, when Jack Haudenschild was injured, and he found a young Pennsylvanian who seemed to be catching everybody's eye. Eldon's car was sponsored by Pennzoil at the time. It was one of the top race cars in the country, one of the top cars in the World Outlaw circuit with a major sponsor. And he went to a second-year sprint car driver to fill in for Jack Haudenschild. And of course that driver was the G-Man, Kevin Gobrecht. Drove the car at Eldora, and if you were there that night, you remember how he turned on the crowd with his exciting performances. Remember how you cheered when they called him the G-Man. Filling in for Kevin tonight in the number 22 is Jack Haudenschild, and that car is rolling through turn number 4 right now. Of course, following his stint with Jack Eldon's number 22, Kevin moved back into the 92 car to finish the season. 1997, Kevin got the opportunity to drive one of the most famous cars in Pennsylvania, and of course that was Bob Stewart's Apple Chevrolet number 12. He won 4 races in that car. 2 at Lincoln Speedway, and 2 here at Williams Grove. And one of them here that year was the Jack Gunn Memorial, and I know you'll remember that, those of you who were here that night. Driving the Apple car at this time is a man who became one of Kevin's best friends. They worked together, they played together. He is still the crew chief of the Apple Chevrolet number 12. Behind the wheel tonight is Lee Stauffer. Last year, another Pennsylvania car owner took a liking to Kevin, but he already had a good driver in Billy Pouch at the time. Billy was racing modifieds on Saturdays, actually was injured for a while, and Kevin got to drive the Zemco car, got to drive it at Lincoln. Remember the night he stopped Fast Freddy's 12-race winning streak at Lincoln? He won 3 times at Lincoln in that car, including the Kenny Weld Memorial. Oh yeah, he won a race here too. Remember? One of the most exciting finishes we've ever had in a World of Outlaws race. Took the lead from Jeff Shepard coming off the 4th turn, won the feature. Oh yeah, that was a Pennzoil World of Outlaws race here at Williams Grove last year. Remember that? This year was the same deal. Kevin could drive the car when Billy couldn't be there. Kevin started to win, kept right on winning. He had 8 feature wins by late April, including 3 in a row right here. By that time, there were 2 Zemco cars at Williams Grove every week. He was the leading feature winner in the country when he left here. He had 8 of them coming in that Zemco car. Casey Kane at the wheel right now. Somebody noticed that he was winning features in the East. Somebody like a former World of Outlaws champion named Dave Blaney and his partner Keith Hilton. They hired the G-Man to drive the Amoco car on the Pennzoil World of Outlaws circuit. Like his mother told me the other night, he was so proud to be an outlaw. Well, he didn't disappoint them. He won the big one at Eldora in August. He finished 3rd at the Knoxville Nationals a week later. Driving the Amoco number 93 at this time is Kevin's older brother, Scott Gobrecht. And when he passes by you, why don't you stand up and make some noise and let the entire Gobrecht family know what you thought of the G-Man.
Turn 3, Bobby.
Main grandstand. He's coming at you now. We know you're already standing in for the whole Gobrecht family. Let him hear it right now. Everybody in the place right now.
and gentlemen, at this time, Pennsylvania World of Outlaws drivers and the Pennsylvania Posse drivers are going through the grandstands right now. We're doing this in memory of Kevin Gobrecht. And joining me here on the front straightaway, Kevin's father, Bob Gobrecht.
Fans, I hope you bear with me because this was not planned, but I just wanted to come out and say on behalf of myself and the family, we learned a lot about Kevin through this, and unfortunately at times we learned things a little too late it seems, but we knew Kevin was a great son, and your father and mother are supposed to have you have a great son, and your brothers, and etc. We never realized what a great man he was to the rest of you. We never realized what great talent he had because he was Kevin, our son. We always knew that friends and relatives, they appreciate other friends and relatives, and they care about him. And when they die, they grieve for him. But we never realized that Kevin has touched so many lives and so many hearts. And I just want to thank you for showing so much respect, so much concern. And I know if we all pull together, we'll make it through this, and the sun will shine brighter tomorrow, and the races will go better next week. And I just want to take this time to thank you very much here again on behalf of myself and the family. Thank you.
Kevin Gobrecht came into the outlaw world in 1995. His first ever World of Outlaw race win came in a heat race at Lincoln Speedway that year. Kevin made national highlights when he beat Jeff Shepard for his first World of Outlaw main event win at Williams Grove Speedway in July of '98. He joined the Outlaw family in April of this year and proceeded to win his first heat race as a full-time member, and then went on to win the Channel Lock Dash the same night. Kevin battled with the best for the Knoxville Nationals crown, finishing a strong third and getting his first podium finish at the biggest race of the year. Kevin Gobrecht, forever among the stars.